Etherian is an adventure platforming puzzler. It's available for the Vive and Rift for about $20 US. Here's my review of it in its current state as of February 2019. Thanks to the developer for the free copy. We'll start with the story, which is told via a series of floating tablets, and though there is a well thought out lore behind the game, it doesn't feel all that integrated, and is consequently somewhat ignorable. Which leads us to gameplay. The aim of each level is to reach the end portal. Doing this requires a mix of ziplines and rope swings, which are a hoot, climby style climbing mechanics, which are super fun, ladders, which work as they should, swimming, which I personally found a bit clunky, sliding on icy surfaces, the closest I've come to snowboarding in VR, throwing rocks through hoops, or even better slam dunking them, and one-punching boulders. Throughout the game you'll pick up runes, used to activate and unlock various areas. These can be stored in a pouch at your side, alongside a range of other collectible items. As someone with a well-established fear of heights, climbing up a rope ladder as it swings back and forth over a chasm of unknowable depth is ordinarily not something I'd do for a giggle. No going in, this game does a pretty good job of tormenting anyone with this particular phobia. Your progress can be saved at various points by finding a special staff, and you shall not passing it into the ground. One of the many unexpectedly neat things about this game is that a number of levels can be solved in more than one way. The game also features collectibles in the form of different glove skins and figurines. The game features a total of 24 levels, which amounted to a playtime of just over 5 hours. As for difficulty, in terms of being a puzzler, while I did occasionally find myself scratching my head, it was never for more than a minute or so. In terms of being a platformer, I found it at most mildly challenging. On to Locomotion, which comes in two concurrent forms, the first being smooth motion, where you can walk by pressing on one controller, and run by pressing on both. I personally would have preferred the stock standard touch to walk, press to run. The direction of motion can be set to either headset or controller directed. The other type of locomotion is jump, where you point and release to follow the indicated arc. If you've ever played Sirento VR, then you have an idea of how bloody fun this is. You're also able to double jump, activated by eating large blue fruit found at the top of particular trees. The game also features artificial rotation, mapped to a grip button on the Vive. The game unfortunately doesn't have any comfort options, and although I personally didn't feel queasy at any point, this title will likely see some barking their biscuits. Now for graphics. While not being perfect, with the odd rough texture or arguably gaudy juxtaposition, I personally found them pretty damn impressive, particularly when on maxed out settings, which handled reasonably well on my 1070. That leaves us with a verdict. For its diverse gameplay, polished graphics, considerable length and overall attention to detail, Etherian is very easy to recommend and is a bargain for its price.